And so there's a lot of other people. I have a different opinion than a lot of other, influencers and stuff. I hear a lot of people saying that you should just outsource right away because you don't want to get yourself jumbled up and work right away, right? Like just outsource right out the gate. Start a marketing agency, then just start outsourcing. And I disagree with that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about outsourcing and team building for your marketing agency or whatever. It doesn't have to be just a marketing agency. It can be any type of service delivery that you're offering to clients regardless. So I decided to start this video out here. I'm at my house in Florida. I'm here for the winter months and stuff. But anyways, if you're new to this channel, my name's Elliot Drake. I run a marketing agency called House of Influence, and we service a lot of different big influencer brands to help them sell their online programs and coaching and things of that nature. And so this YouTube channel is me teaching other people how to do it. At 19, I've been able to create, I've been able to travel wherever I want, just live in Florida by myself, be able to travel with my girlfriend, just to be able to do whatever I want through starting my online business 2.5 years ago. Alright, so let's jump into this video. And so the first thing we're going to cover is when do you outsource, right? So let's first talk about what is outsourcing. Outsourcing is whenever you sell the job and you are doing a service for a business, right? So say you close I like to use real estate agents because it's a really easy market, it's a really easy niche that you guys can use. But say you sell a job to generate them home buyer leads, right? And you would outsource it to somebody else and they would do the work and you would pay them less than what the real estate agent was paying you. You keep the little bit of profit, but you don't do the service delivery, right? All you do is just sell the job. And so this is you building a team, and it's kind of, there's a right and a wrong way to do it because you have to be careful because that's your reputation, right? So that's really what outsourcing is. And so let's talk about when do you outsource, right? When do you go out and seek a different platform to give the work to? And so there's a lot of other people. I have a different opinion than a lot of other, influencers and stuff. I hear a lot of people saying that you should just outsource right away because you don't want to get yourself jumbled up and work right away, right? Like just outsource right out the gate. Start a marketing agency, then just start outsourcing. And I disagree with that. Right, what I think, and I've shown to be, true, and I've been in this game a long time, is that you should if you want to outsource, you don't want to do the service delivery. I get it, but it's important once you pick a niche in a market that you're going to offer to, right? Once you have that established and you have your service offering defined, what you need to do is at least do like a couple clients at the minimum, and you do the delivery and you get the results, so then you know exactly how to do it, right? And then you can build a system and a process around that, and then that gives you leverage, and plus that gives you leverage with the people that you outsource to. And plus, say that the person you give the work to, say you hire somebody on Upwork, or you train somebody up, or whatever, right? You give the work to somebody and they don't get good results and they screw up, or they just go MIA or whatever, something happens. Well, if you don't know exactly how to do it, you've just outsourced it every single time, how can you as the business owner go in there in emergency save the job? Because it's your reputation on the line, right? So to me, it doesn't make logical sense for the business owner not to know how to do the work and just start outsourcing right away. That just doesn't make sense. I like to follow a concept called, my business is all on triangles and 9 triangles of business, which I learned from my mentors. And this principle that I'm talking about is learn, do, teach, right? The triangle is the strongest triangle. I mean, the triangle is the strongest shape ever, right? That's why buildings are based on, the foundations are on triangles, everything. So I have 9 triangles of business, and this is one key factor that goes into that. And it just you learn something, right? So you say you learn how to do the service delivery for a business, and then you do it, and then you teach it, right? So then you do it, you learn it, you do it first, learn the skills, and then you teach someone else how to do it when you outsource. It's the same deal, right? So that's what I think. I think if you're starting out doing any kind of service delivery for business owners or whatever, you should at least learn how to do it at the minimum for a couple people, so then you're able to go in there and emergency save if things go wrong. So on to the next thing is, where do you go to find people to outsource to, right? Where do we go? And there's lots of different places that you can go to do this. One of them, you can like completely do a white label deal on Vendasta. So if you guys go to vendasta.com, it's a site that basically is for local businesses. So if you're not in local, then that's going to be harder. But if you're in local, like you're serving local businesses, you can go there, and they have like a marketplace, and there's a range of different things that you can white label. So essentially, they'll put your company logo on their dashboard, and then you can white label those services to businesses, so they have a set fixed price for whatever it is. So say you want lead gen or you want SEO, well, they have a fixed price. So for them to do it, they charge $250. That's just an example. And so then you charge the business owner, say $1,000, and then you pocket that profit, right? And so then they do the service delivery. You just do the client management. So that's one way. I made a video on Vendasta before, so you can go through my channel and check it out. And then another way that you can utilize is Upwork. Upwork is a way you can, it's like a job seeking site, right? There's like qualified professionals on there. They have their profiles, they have ratings and everything, so you can like, they have their portfolio normally on there, so it's good. I personally have not really used it that much. I've just found in-house people to use for the work that I do. I partner with other agencies, which I'll talk about later. But you can go on there and find people to do jobs. And so if you're going to use Upwork, what you want to do is you really want to field people. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make a job posting on there, or you just want to go and they have places where you can find different freelancers. You want to do one of those things. You want to either find them, or you want to create a job and have them apply for your job. And then you want to get them on a Skype call and you want to interview them. And then after that, you're going to have them do a test project. You're not just going to hire them on and give them a bunch of work right away. You want to give them a test project to make sure that they're good at what they do. And then you hire them. If they do a good job, then hire them and just see how it overall works out, right? The next thing is, which what I use is I've invested in my personal brand, which if you guys aren't investing in your personal brand, you really should be. Whenever I say a personal brand, I'm talking about an online presence where people, well, you basically have authority and credibility and you have like a following, right? But you have just leverage. Like my personal brand has created so much leverage, and it's allowed me to build a team, find people, like really solid people to execute on work. And plus, it's also giving me inbound clients. Like clients come to me because I have an online brand. So if you aren't establishing an online brand, you should be. If you guys want to see more videos about like how to actually build a personal brand, let me know. Because when I worked for the agency where I got my start, I got my knowledge, I ran personal branding packages, which basically I went into the business, and it was like an entrepreneurship, like basically incubator, and I was able to help build the personal branding sector there. So I ran the ads and like helped build a brand for like Ed Milet, Mark Lack, and like a bunch of other smaller brands. But anyways, but if you have a personal brand, you can find other people online, like through Instagram and stuff like that, build relationships with them, and most of them already have their own companies. So say that you find a buddy who runs a company that does Facebook ads as well, and they're really good, well then you guys can just partner. You send him the job and he gives you a percentage, and his agency will do a percentage of the work. Like they'll do the work and they give you a percentage. That's a way that you can outsource as well, which is essentially finding other, say, marketing companies or other companies that do something similar and partnering with them, right? That's one way you can do it as well. And then what you can do, which this is the harder way and it's more of a risk, but if you trust the person, it could be good. Which what you can do is just say you have like a friend or family member or a buddy, whatever, that wants to learn what you're doing, and this requires you to actually learn it, and then you go and you spend the time teach him, and you teach him how to do it, and then he could be like your full-time in-house person. He can actually do the service delivery. Then you have like an actual person there working for you instead of a freelancer online, right? Those are really the ways that you guys can start to outsource. Obviously, this is just me kind of talking and giving you just a bird's eye view, but we live in the information age, right? So you guys can go and take the concepts I have and Google them, or in the comments below, because this channel's for you, let me know what videos you want to see a more in-depth video on, right? I share these concepts out there for you guys to pick them up. It's for your guys' benefit, not mine. So you need to let me know what videos you guys would like to see, and I'm happy to make them because this is for your guys' success, right? The last concept, which is very important after all this, is what's the difference between internal and external team members, right? Internal being like in-house, right? Like people that you trust really close. External being, you know, outside guys that just kind of help the business once in a while. And so like internal, an example of an internal team member would be someone that you would train up and they were working with you on a day-to-day basis that you trust. It could be a business partner. It could also be someone away, but you know, they're working on all the projects, right? That's like an internal team member, and that's someone that you trust, and that's someone who you don't have to basically be guarded with as much, right? Guarded with your business. Okay, and so that's like with security reasons, like with private information, stuff like that. I recommend always having NDAs, like, you know, or a non-compete. So like with all the employees that you bring on or you're outsourcing with, you want to give a contract with them that basically says they can't steal your clients, and they can't, you know, they can't compete with you basically if you want to give them a lot of work. So then that's an internal team member. An external team member is someone who's like kind of outside. That could be a virtual assistant from the Philippines. That could be maybe it's somebody who you're testing out on a one project basis and they're not like internal yet. These are people that you want to be careful of, or someone that you just don't trust, right? That's just helping with the company. You don't know if you trust them yet. And that's somebody who you don't give like full access to. That's somebody who you just are guarded with, right? With those people, you always want to have like a non-compete. You always want to have a contract that's like an NDA that they can't disclose things. That's kind of an external team member, and you treat them accordingly, right? There's some things you tell internal team members, but you're not going to tell an external team member, vice versa. So this video is already at 12 minutes, so thank you guys so much for watching. You know, I love doing YouTube videos for you guys. Just this is for you, so let me know what you want to see next in the videos below. And yeah, this has been Elliot Drake. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that little bell next to subscribe so you can see whenever I post. I post about once or twice a week, sometimes even more. It really depends on how I'm feeling throughout the day. But anyways, guys, until the next one, I'll see you later.